I'm Emily. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making an easy, fun, and delicious recipe called quiche Lorraine. The great thing about this recipe, it's very basic. You can change it up to whatever it is that you like, and it's also wonderful for cleaning out all of the leftovers in your fridge at the end of the week. So let's get started. We've gone ahead and preheated the oven to 350 degrees. We're going to take just a regular 9-inch pie plate, and this is just a simple store-bought pie crust. There's usually a package of 2. What you're going to want to do is defrost it overnight in the fridge because it does come frozen, and just slowly work it down into the pan. You don't want to stretch it, you just want to very gently just kind of ease it on in there. Basically, we're all ready. Just took that fork, crimped around the edges, and what we're going to do is called blind baking it. We're going to throw it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes just to get a little bit golden. Let's throw it in right here. Set the timer for 10 minutes and we'll come back and check on it. Alright, we're going to prepare the rest of the quiche now while it's finishing blind baking in the oven. The basics, of course, eggs. You need eggs for quiche. We've got 4 eggs here. We have 2 cups of half and half. Now if you want to make this a little bit lighter, you could do half milk, half and half, just to kind of cut out some of the calories, so it's really up to you. Again, there's a lot of diversity that can be done within this recipe. And whatever you happen to have in your fridge, if you have some cream left, use some cream instead of half and half. Then what we're going to do is put a half of a teaspoon of black pepper, half of a teaspoon of regular salt, a teaspoon of nutmeg. I think nutmeg is really important in quiche. It just gives it a really cool flavor profile. Throw that in. Just to kind of offset some of the salt that we're going to have in here, we're going to use a couple drops of Tabasco. I'll use 3. 1, 2, 3. If you like a little bit more spice, go ahead and pump it up and add a little bit more cayenne. But we're going to be using pancetta in this recipe, which is an Italian-style bacon. So there's a fair amount of salt in the pancetta, so that's why I'm using a little bit of that pepper to offset. Put this right into the mixer. Snap it in. So you can see all the little bubbles in there. That just is going to make it a little bit lighter when we go to actually bake the quiche. Okay, we'll take our pancetta first. Put the pancetta right here into the bottom. You don't want one piece to have a ton of pancetta and then another piece not to have any. Put the onions on top of the pancetta. Put the egg mixture with all the spices right in. Then take your Swiss cheese, the grated Swiss cheese. Just gonna sprinkle this right on top. Just push the cheese down into the egg mixture a little bit, so it stays right there. Okay, back into the oven. All right, the timer's gone off, so let's pull it out of the oven. It's nice and golden over here. And we're just gonna take a knife, put the knife right into the center. Make sure that it comes out clean. There's nothing on the knife, so it is cooked. But you wanna let it sit here for about 10 minutes. Alright, we've let it stand for about 10 minutes, so it's cooled off slightly. It's still pretty hot though. We're just going to go ahead and cut into it. Kind of a pie-shaped wedge. The first piece is always hard to get out of anything, so hopefully this comes out pretty easy. Right here. Right out. It's still pretty hot, the steam's shooting right off of it. Let's give it a taste. It's still really hot and steamy. Really good, nice flavor. The pancetta is a little bit salty. There's a little bit of sweetness from the onion and the pie crust. The cheese makes it kind of creamy. This is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the quiche. Have a great day.